Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's Friday. The United States High School Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts with Terry Michler and Kevin Whalen. Top of the morning to you, Terry.
Happy Friday, Kevin. Finally Friday.
Woo! Man.
Friendly Friday, whatever kind of a Friday you want it to be.
That hump day, that tired me out, man. I had it. Wow.
With the weather we've had, it really is a Friday. go fry an egg on the pavement. It's so hot out.
Oh, man. Gosh.
Maybe we'll get a break in the weather soon.
Yeah. Well,
never feel, though, that as soon as tryouts start, count on the weather to get uncooperative.
Yeah,
It's kind of like clockwork. It always the week before it's always nice, but then the actual starting week gets unpleasant.
Yeah.
Unpleasant.
Well, I tell you, I don't mind. That dead week. Okay, get up and go. I don't know. But I'm going to be doing something over there at the old Southwest High School with Charlie Clark. You may know that guy.
Oh, I know that guy. Yes, I do. Yeah, I heard about this. Go ahead and take a minute and talk about it.
Well, he's got, all I know is that he's got this big raw keeper called Seamus. And he could only come up with another Irishman, Kevin Francis Lou Aloysius Whalen to, throw some basics on the guy. But he's a junior, and so I went, under full disclosure, I was thinking, I said, oh man, I need to have a masterpiece, to be able to, farm a goalkeeper and the success blending in with him or her. And lo and behold, here it goes. It's right in my lap. See if I can handle it. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. So they work out from 3:30 to 5:30. And so I'm going to, we play at the old Southwest there along Arsenal. And I want to make Seamus and Levi, I want to make those guys traffic stoppers. the cars, what the hell is that? Top 90, So
I think your first order of business is to make them a shot stopper first.
Right. And I mentioned to you, I got to teach the boys to get their hands in front of their face. And he said, buy a mask.
Let's go up with a mask right on first day. That's encouraging. What's this for, Coach? Well, protect your face.
Yeah.
Why is that? Don't put your hands up, so you got to protect your face.
Yeah.
With them. Get your hands up.
So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that my first impressions are lasting and they come to like the whale a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted.
I'm glad you're back in the saddle. You do that well, so you'll do fine. And you'll benefit. Seamus will be better because of it.
Oh, thank you, Les. Thank you.
I've seen you in action. I know what you can do.
All right. Thank you. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Wales is back in the saddle. I go to, my contract is 1 week at a time. And so there it is. And then you got that podcast over with your cousin, Extra Time with Terry Michler. Oh, well, how's that?
Yeah, it's going well. Our last one, and the next one, we're featuring speaking with Robert Wilson, a transplanted St. Louisan who's been in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for the last 30 years, roughly, and is a avid businessman, but also a member of the Flamengo soccer club in Brazil. And Sunday we're going to talk about what it's like to be a member of a club. We don't really share that concept here in the States, so I think it's going to be an interesting uh, time spent gaining information and knowledge about what a club membership in a real professional club, sporting club, looks like, and what all is involved in belonging to Flamingo Professional Club, and what all kinds of amenities are available through the club. So it's going to be quite interesting. Looking forward to it.
Nice. And I'm not familiar, but Substack, that's you're writing about a topic?
Yeah, my partner, cousin, Rob Stagenborg, is a public relations type of a person, communications person, and he has all this technological abilities that I don't have. So he's taken some of the articles that I've written and he's put them out for uh, viewing through something called Substack. I really don't know too much about it, but if you go to Substack, you can look up articles that a lot of people submit. You can look up articles that Rob submitted that I wrote up. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a Sunday night taping and then a Monday release for our weekly podcast. And then when he does feature interviews, or we do feature interviews, they're usually released on Wednesday. So we've been doing that. Started at the beginning of the World Cup, where I would review the day's World Cup action and have a daily podcast review of what the day brought from the soccer point of view.
And they can find you.
We're doing it on a weekly basis, just soccer in general.
They could find you on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, it is Apple. Right.
Extra Time with Terry Michler.
There you go. Thanks, Kevin, for the shout out.
Well,
All right. So, you ready to roll? Am I into my or thereabouts time now?
Okay.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited highly return Friday with the United States National High School Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts with Terry Michler. Have at it, Terry.
All right, I will, Kevin. Thank you. First, start with a quick review of the past week because Kevin put together another outstanding week. Started Monday with our usual host on Monday, Dave Ehrenberg, and his feature focus was on promoting and developing high school soccer to the maximum possibility, focusing on things that high school soccer needs to fight back and stand up for itself, and be proud of what it represents, and focused on the rivalries, the legacy. Developing publicity and coverage, and let people know that we're still around and what we're doing, and that high school soccer is alive and well worth everybody's time and effort. So, as coaches, he's encouraging every coach to help promote their team, to get their rosters and schedules available, put it on social media, so people can know where to go to find out what's going on with your team. Vicki King was on recently, another repeat host, guest for Kevin. In her featured speech, she spoke about high school soccer community and all that involved, all that community represents, and how you can use different parts of the environment, people in the environment, surrounding communities and groups to benefit your program, and how it's a good idea to give back to those same people in return. Eddie O was on yesterday, and Eddie O is always promoting the college approach, what needs to be done from the student and the parents in regards to getting ready for the next step in the journey, which after high school becomes college. And he also always has some words of wisdom that are beneficial. He's got a lot of experience in the field, and that was a Thursday podcast. And for me, the highlight of the week up to this point was Kevin's interview with a new guy, Ryan Seidel, a Florida high school coach who just finished his UEFA B license, spending 28 days in Germany to achieve that. And Ryan had a really good presentation. And one of the takeaways that he brought back from his time in Germany was that training should involve three things, at least three things, right? Repetition, intensity, and joy. Repetition, intensity, and joy. Whatever you're doing, do it often enough so that the reinforcement can make a lasting impression. The intensity is mental and physical, the focus, the effort you put into it, and the joy is the fun you have in doing it. Those things really resonate. And he made a quick reference to the power of free play and cited earlier time in his life when he attended a camp run by our buddy Jim Hart. And one of the features in the camp that Ryan shared with us was a period called free play option, where sometime in the afternoon of the camp week, Jim would give the kids the freedom to choose what activity they'd like to do, all of which were fun-related, soccer-related activities, which makes an awful lot of sense. So kids got to pick what they wanted to do, organize the activity, and get into it right away. I thought that was wonderful. All right, so that's a quick review of the past week. So Ryan was on Tuesday, Dave was Monday, Vicky was Wednesday, and Eddie O was Thursday. And here we are on Friday, and my turn. My topic today is going to be play to win. Play to win, and play to win every day. You think this is a topic that I'm going to talk about games, but I'm not. I'm going to talk about play to win every day, mostly focusing on practice. I'm going to start off with a quick little storyline here. As a coach, there'll be many times in either training or in a camp situation where the kids will be playing small-sided games, 4-a-side, 5-a-side, whatever it might be. And I would always pick out a moment to ask one of the players, hey, who's winning? And too often I get the response, I don't know. Well, what's the score? Ask another player. I get a response, what's the score? I don't know. So they don't know who's winning. They don't know the score. So it doesn't seem like the intent to win is part of the equation. From that, you can draw the conclusion that we're just doing this for a period of time because we were told to do it. Not that we enjoy it, look forward to it. We really get into it. Let's go back to the intensity point that we referenced in Ryan Seidel's presentation earlier. Where's the intensity? Where's the will to win? You don't even know the score. You don't even know who's winning. So I think that has to be corrected. If you're only interested in playing to win when it's game time, you miss a whole lot of opportunity to prepare for that. So another point from Ryan's presentation was repetition. You can repeat this play to win every time you do something in the training session. Every part of the training session can revolve around the concept of playing to win. And the transfer of playing to win comes through the idea of accountability. How accountable are you for what you do? Let's say you're playing a rondos. You're in a rondos activity. 4 versus 2, 6 versus 3, whatever the rondo might be. The accountability in the play to win moment would be how many times do you end up in the middle because you turn the ball over? Bad touch, bad pass, and you're in the middle trying to win the ball back. So if you're playing to win and you focus on accountability, you, number one, want to stay out of the middle as much as possible. And number two, you might have an idea how often you've been in there. Because the next time you're in there, the next day, next practice session, you want to work to lower that number. And what does it mean when you lower that number? Well, it means you're doing better on the outside. It means your touch is better. You're keeping the ball better. When you release it and you're passing, you're completing a pass. And all of that leads to a more successful play. All of that helps to build the concept of winning. So that's accountability in a rondo situation. If you're doing a shooting activity, how many shots are on target? How many times do you have to chase the ball because it was high, wide, not so handsome? And you got to go run around to find the ball. Shooting activity, right? Fitness. When you're doing shuttles or doggies, are you running all the way to the touch line? Are you cutting it short by a foot or so? You know, who are you cheating? When you're playing one-on-one, are you winning the battle when you have the ball? When you're on the defensive side of it, are you stopping the play? So you can see where this accountability can come into play in so many different training activities. And the idea behind it is you're developing a mentality. My third point, the mentality, the mindset of playing to win. So the mindset is the belief or an attitude that really helps shape your view of how you're going to handle a challenge. So the mindset is how you view a situation in terms of how you're going to handle it. So adapt this play to win mentality throughout your training session. And each thing that you do will give you an opportunity to reinforce this idea of accountability. So it's develop a proper attitude, understand the purpose of what you're doing, and come to grips with what your why is. What is your why? Why do you want to do well in this? You want to do well in this so that you can hold accountability, so that you can maintain a better chance to play in a winning way, and you want to work to eliminate your mistakes. So those are all things that come under the mindset mentality. My fourth point is process versus product. The product is the end result. Too many times we focus only on the end result and bypass the process to get there. So bigger, stronger, faster can at some point in time give you a better product, but also bigger, stronger, faster, and over time can get neutralized. And all things being equal, what can you fall back on? What else can you fall back on? Now the process becomes really important. So if you pay attention to the process and you do the process right, I've always said the more things you do well, the better chance you'll have to win. So if you start cutting the process, you keep taking things out of the accountability realm. You know, if you don't make that last step in your shuttle run, you just cut it short. It might just be that step that you need in a game, a meaningful moment in a game where you have to win the ball and you come up just a step short because you don't have that extra step in you. So process, do things right along the way to get a better end result, a product. Process over product. My final point, point 5, are my 3 B's. B as in bullet, B as in believe, B as in be together. If you want to put that in one word, we'd say bond, B-O-N-D, make a bond. My third B is buy-in. So believe, be together, and buy in. Those are 3 important B's. Believe it, believe in it, believe in yourself, believe in the process, do it together, be together, and buy in, accept it. So point number 1 was who won? What's the score? Point number 2 was accountability. Point 3, mindset, mentality. Point 4, process versus product. Point 5, 3 B's, believe, be together, buy in. Kevin, play to win every day. That's my topic.
Man. Pardon me while I stand up and applaud. There you go. There you go. I mean, come on. That is so. That's brilliant. So the whole shoot and shebang that I'm bringing Monday is to be efficient and effective, and that it's your eyes. What do you? How do you see yourself being effective and efficient? Efficient and effective in your play, and I guess could that be also to believe in yourself that by looking at that, see how efficient and effective you are, that would give you a more of a stronger belief.
Well, also throw in the accountability. To be honest with yourself, and as you do your what you just said about your beliefs, and looking into yourself, also at review along the way, how well are you doing it? That's your accountability.
Got it.
All and also focus on the process. In your situation with a goalkeeper, there's the idea of footwork, getting your body behind the ball properly, getting your hands in the proper position. There's a whole lot of fundamental things that come under the term of process that are really important.
Absolutely.
And the checklist there would be accountability.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, Seamus and Levi, I hope you're listening. Yeah. And so I'm going to Dick's Sporting Goods over the weekend. Get me some cool eggs, some wraps around me, some, ice buckets for my feet, the whole 9 yards. So if you want to see the whales in action, drive up and down Arsenal at 3:30 to 5:30.
Good luck. You'll do fine.
Yeah, all right. And be sure to listen to the Apple Podcasts, Extra Time with Terry Michler. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the United States National High School Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts with Terry Michler and Kevin Whalen. Have a good weekend, boss.
Thanks, Kevin. Take care.